Yeah, this plane's been around the block. James had it, flew it with a 17cc motor on it. I got it from him and put the 9, and now here we are with the Flightline Tiger Cat motor on it and that prop. Now I will say, it could use a little more power. If you like planes to have lots and lots of horsepower, you're going to need a bigger motor than this, which our Admiral 10cc would be perfect. Hey pilots, welcome back to Motion RC. Today we are revisiting the Nexa Hellcat from here at Motion RC. If you didn't see it when we did it, we went in and actually custom weathered this whole airplane on a video previously. We've also flown this airplane on the 9cc engine from here at Motion RC. And today we've converted it to electric. So this plane's coming out again. This actually has the Flightline Tiger Cat motor on it. And we're going to be giving it a test on 4S and seeing how it flies. So without further ado, let's taxi this out. Let's take it up for a flight and see how she does. All right, here we go. Taking off. Nexa Hellcat. Yeah, it feels good. It's a touch tail heavy. Gear coming up. I need a whole bunch of down trim. All right, this ain't too bad. I think it just needed a bunch of trim. Hey, that's looking pretty good. Look at that solid flyer, huh? Not over-speeded by any means.
You got a gyro on there?
Oh yeah.
All the
You know, I'm cooking it pretty good. I'm at like 3/4 throttle there. It's not overpowered, it's very scale performance on this power system, is what I'd say. But man, it's flying beautifully. Locked in. Beautiful flyer. Man, this plane's been around the block. James had it, flew it with a 17cc motor on it. I got it from him and put the 9, and now here we are with the Flightline Tiger Cat motor on it and that prop. Now I will say, it could use a little more power. If you like planes to have lots and lots of horsepower, you're going to need a bigger motor than this, which our Admiral 10cc would be perfect. But I had this one, and Papa said, let me put it on there. We're giving it a shot, and man, it flies great. Go to my high rate ailerons. What a beaut, huh guys? Let's see what our flaps feel like now. So I'm coming around, going to full flaps. Look at her slow down. Doing it up a little higher. Come right down the runway with full flaps now. Power to idle. Power coming back in, flying out. Plane back up on step. Like I said, with the scale performance of this, you don't pull the flaps up too fast. Once you get that speed built up though, she's rocking. What a gorgeous flying airplane. I do have a gyro in the model. I'm glad I do. It's making it feel just buttery smooth right now. Up for a big barrel roll. Here we go in the middle. Wing over. Hard to see it right there. You know, I remember how good it flew when it was on gas, and I'm not disappointed with it on electric either. She just grooves. Fly it over the trees, bring her around. Coming up for another one over the other way. What a bird, guys. One more down the runway and then we're gonna come in for an approach. I want to give myself plenty of chances to make it a pretty landing, because this runway is not the smoothest, so I want to make a good landing. All right, we're gonna come by, getting the flaps out now. Gear coming out. I see 2 landing gear. I'm gonna fly from this way. The wind is technically the other way, but it's a little easier to approach this direction. Don't gotta dive it in over the trees. Look at how nicely behaved that is. All right, I'm gonna go around, kind of overshot it. We'll try from the other direction. Imagine we still have a ton of gas left in the tank though. Got a 5,000 in the front of this thing right now, 4S. Hard to judge this one. The speed takes a while to bleed off on this airplane. All right, here we go. We're gonna slow her down right there. Floats forever. Oh, I collapsed the gear. Hang on. It might have just collapsed from that bad hit though. It may come right back down. Ah. Hang on there. Got it. There we go. She was just needing to get clicked back in. Hey, we got it. All right, pilot, so great flight of the little Nexa Hellcat there. The gear collapsed on me just because this is kind of rough, and that wasn't the greatest landing I've ever had. But it didn't actually tear it up, so I can hold the aircraft up for you for a second and show you those landing gear. These are the landing gear right off the website if you order the aircraft, the Nexa brand retracts. There you go. They are twist and turns. And they work really well, as long as you don't hit them super hard like that. And even if you do, they kind of collapse up and don't tear them up. So that was good. I am flying it on 100% throw, but I do have a cut on my elevator of 60 and 50%. Now I've got mine, if you can see that, Lori. Here's my 100% throw here, because a lot of guys want to know. It's just right there. Now I don't have a throw gauge out here at the field with me to actually measure it. If any of you need that though, you can always reach out to me on Facebook. I mean, just look me up, Wesley Miller. I'm on all of our Facebook groups and things, so just look me up. You can always ask me questions, guys, and I try and answer them as much as I can. Aileron, same thing. I have that 60 and 50 cut on my ailerons. And the flaps, I would say this is the hardest part of this whole airplane to put together, is because this has segmented flaps, so you have to have 4 flap servos. Here we go. Let me turn the gyro off. There is our flaps right there. And that's the only part that takes a little while, because when you put this together, the wings can be split off right here. This outer panel can come off. So you have 2 servos out here, so that means that you have 2 servo connectors right here when you take the wings on and off. And that kind of stuff just takes a little bit of time to get it all just how you need it. Now, personally, the airplane's small enough. I don't ever take the wing off of this one. You know, I would say this is, you know, the 1500 millimeter size range. You can kind of see that right there. You know, guys that have the Corsair, the Spitfire, this is right in the same size as those kind of aircraft from us on the Flightline ones, but in the Nexa size. Now, let's set that back down. Let's talk about my motor. Now, this setup is not going to be for everybody. Now, personally, I just had these motor and prop setting at the house, and I decided to give it a try. Now, that is the Flightline Tigercat motor and prop and ESC, but it is not a lot of horsepower. You would be a lot better off if you went with like a GP10 and the propeller we recommend on the website, as far as if you want a lot more performance out of the aircraft. It's very scale the way it is. It flies really nice. But if you try and do any kind of aggressive climbs or get slow and need to throw the throttle to it, it's going to take a long time to fly out in this power system. Looks beautiful, looks the part, but for most customers, I like to recommend something with a little more punch than this, because a lot of guys don't like flying them when they're kind of that underpowered feeling. So just, if you go with the actual recommendations, you won't get that. Now, let's get into the aircraft. You can see it comes with the battery hatch right there. I was flying that on a 5,000 milliamp 4S pack. Yeah. There you go, big old battery up in the nose. I imagine we have a ton left. I have a feeling this is a long flying airplane. 49%, 384 a cell. Not bad, that was right at 6 minutes of useful throttle time. I'm sure we have the actual flight timer down there in the corner for you. Well guys, this plane has been around the block with us. Like I said, maybe Lori can cut in a little shot of it flying on the 9cc motor also, and like I said, James had previously flown it on the 17cc, and I think he got it a little overpowered. There's actually a clip somewhere around there of the tail of this thing almost falling off. He was going so fast. It's got a huge flutter in it, but yeah, the airplane really liked flying the slower pace. It feels good. We have videos of weathering this little bird, and it's just been a good one. Fun to revisit it, and one that's going to stick around for a while now that it's kind of getting into that last tuned in stage of this aircraft. So guys, remember, whether it's land, sea, or air, Motion RC has everything you want. We have boats, tanks, trucks, cars, anything. And we always have fun making these videos for you. Hit that subscribe button on the way out, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.